What's up, you guys? I'm Maxime Symmetry here at Worlds 2013 with
Aaron Riker,
aka Rapture.
The Rapture's coming.
The Rapture is coming, and how do we do at Worlds?
5-0 undefeated in Swiss, and then an unfortunate loss in top 8. But it's all good. It's all good.
Team USA all the way, man.
That's
We're in
right.
the finals. We'll see how it goes. There's a wonderful Matt and the bro right here. Got first place at the Arizona Regionals. You guys remember?
What's good? It's your boy Bass Lolly.
Nice. All right, for sure. And we're running Dragon Rulers.
Yep.
Still the best deck. Yep.
The best.
Obviously. All right. We'll just get into it.
Alright.
Killer.
So,
We got 3 blasters.
Yep.
Super standard. 3 redox. Super standard. 3 title. Triple Tempest. 2 copies of Stream. Oh wow, nice Butterfingers.
oh,
2 copies of Lightning.
2 copies of Lightning. 2 Reactin. And 2 Burner.
that's all the dragons.
Yeah, it's 20 dragons.
It's a 20 dragon core. So for hand traps, we got 2 Valor, which I'll explain later.
Okay.
3 copies of Maxi, and 1 copy of Flameville Guard.
Over Corseska.
Over Corseska. The idea, the mentality behind Flameville Guard is I wanted to Sark for Blaster first just about every time. And the best card in the extra deck, hands down, is Colossal Fighter. So a lot of the time I would just go Baby Ditch Big, Sark for Blaster, search Flameville Guard, make Colossal, and then just pass. And then 2 turns later I'd have an out to whatever card that I needed to get rid of on the field. So it's pretty sick.
Makes sense.
Under the spells, I played 2 copies of Gold Sarcophagus, 3 copies of Pot of Greed.
Awesome.
That's pretty sick. 3 more copies of Pot of Greed.
Public of Judgment.
Yeah, Spellbook of Judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the one-ofs. Book of Moon, Heavy Storm, and Card Destruction. I elected not to play Hold because I just conceded that I was going to lose every game 1 to Prophecy, which ended up being half true for this tournament, but mostly true in testing, so... And then, for the traps, I made 3 copies of Vanity's Emptiness.
You went with the full set? Yeah.
Full set. Is absolutely amazing in Swiss, truly.
So you would say the main deck was geared mostly towards the mirror?
Towards the mirror, and the idea is, I'm going to lose against Prophecy game 1 and it's fine, and I would just win game 2 and 3 post-side. So,
Alright, on to the side.
And I played 2 Valor.
Oh, well, yeah, the 2 Valors, yeah.
I played 2 Valor, the standard's obviously 3, but I played 2 Valor for, because 3 Vanity, Valor does nothing when Vanity is face up and you have it and you're controlling the game, and it does nothing against an opposing Vanity, so the mentality is that just, you only have 2. But 3 Maxi is you can't really play with that, honestly.
Sense.
Okay.
Alright.
On the sideboard?
So I set up the sideboard so that it's here's what you set against dragons, here's what you set against books.
Okay.
So here's the dragon side.
I sided just that versus dragons, and occasionally a Typhoon. But I went Deck Devastation Virus with Scarecrow and Typhoon. Basically, Deck Devastation Virus, you get to cripple their Maxis, their Swiss Scarecrows, their Electric Viruses, their Valors, all their nasty shit, and you get to have free game shots and free blader shots, and Scarecrow's obvious. I only wanted 1 because Vanity's Emptiness served basically the same purpose as Scarecrow and Valor did, so that explains the minimal inclusion of them. But obviously, it's nice to have just the 1. And then Typhoon was for opposing Vanity.
So here's the side for books, which is...
Books. We got Horus the Black Flame Dragon 6 and 8. Patrick Hoban about 2 weeks before the event convinced me that this was amazing. I hated it. I truly did at first. And then I kept testing it, and Horus level 8 is essentially a searchable Eradicator. I would just go Puppet, snatch their dude, tribute it for Horus, Sark Blaster, Sword Blaster, whatever, and then swing and upgrade to 8. And the idea is 8 does not have to stay for any reasonable length of time, just 1 turn. 1 turn. If it stays on the field for 1 turn, you get to kill them next turn, because they have to expend resources getting rid of it.
It also combos really well with the other 3 cards that you said.
The
Triple Puppet Plans.
Triple Puppet Plan. I got a lot of utility out of this card because I was able to do... Even on its own, I get to steal Kaikus just to beat, and that gets around Fate because they can't Fate while I have a Kaiku. I used it a lot. I used it to make a Jaugen kill itself. Oh wow! So that opened up plays. That was neat.
And you didn't worry too much about Mind Drain. Them siding in Mind Drain.
I figure I have 3 Sword, 2 Sark, a Storm, and triple Typhoon post siding. So, yeah. I mean,
You're gonna get to it.
Yeah, I felt like I was gonna be able to dig for it relatively well. So triple Typhoon that came in against Prophecy and just 1 for dragons, pretty standard.
Yeah.
2 copies of Psyblocker. I did 1 going first and then 2 going second, because going first I would keep in 2 Super Rejuvenation just for the draw power, and then second I felt like I was never going to be able to successfully resolve it, so I just did 0 actually. 0 Super Rejuvenation post sighting, so I had the 2 guys in here. So
finally the block card.
the block card, yeah.
I never actually resolved Eradicator during the tournament because I didn't draw it against David Keener, who I lost to, and my other Spellbook match, which was a feature, game 1, he goes set 1 pass, and I had 4 Digital Dragons in hand. I make a Draco sack, and he asked me if I had a Super Rejuvenation. I had 2, and he ended, and he scooped. But basically, if it were anything, I was just going to tribute the Draco sack, summon a Veiler, make Ancient Sacred Wyvern, and like just kill him flat out. So the Rejuvenations were pretty irrelevant, actually. But it is what it is. Yeah. And then game 2, I had Puppet Horus, and he sided out both his Priestess.
Oh, wow. And he's done. All right. And just the extra deck real quick.
The extra deck, we've got 3 copies of Mecha Fanabeast Draco Sack, super standard. 2 copies of Big Eye.
Pretty standard.
Yep. 1 copy of Mermail Abyssgeist. Never made this guy, but better to have it and not need it.
Yeah.
He's cool against dragons if you like have a hand trap or something.
Yeah.
You can make him, and it's pretty strong. So anyway.
More cards I didn't make. Gaia Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon.
Gemknight Pearl, and the idea behind this was like, if I ever got bladered in the mirror, then this only happened like once during testing, but I would go like double Baby V once I cleared it with a blaster or something, and I would overlay into Pearl and set Emptiness just to put a beater on the board. And also works if like, it has good synergy with Puppet Plan if I like steal Kaiku and stuff.
Right.
Then I don't have to give it back.
Right.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Never summoned it, but it's okay.
So he was like the level 4
state. Yeah.
Unfortunately, never summoned Armory Arm either, but Armory Arm is absolutely necessary for the extra deck. It's super good. I summoned this guy twice.
Nice.
Ancient Sacred Wyvern, Beret, and Black Rose.
Awesome.
I did not summon Hooray or Black Rose, but pretty standard cards in the extra. Ancient Sacred Wyvern won me both games that I summoned it, because it turned into 1,000,000 attack points. They died.
So they died.
So we were playing like 5 level 8s, and then we went to 4, and now we're only playing 3.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we've got this guy who I never made, but Scrap Dragon is really, really good with Draco Sack, because obviously if you have Draco Sack tokens in Scrap Dragon, you can just get a +1 every turn by popping shit for free. Yep. So that's pretty cool. I made Crimson Blighter one time.
Wow.
Yeah, 1 time in the tournament, and that was in the mirror matchup, and I had flipped a Big Eye face down because he was trying to drop a Lad, and he was under max C. This is the guy who's actually in the finals right now against Keener. And I booked it down, and then he sets 1, so I tribute my Draco Sack, popped the set, and then I summoned Crimson Blader to hit over it and locked him out of the turn and killed him next turn. So Crimson Blader is very good, but you have to be not an idiot to use it correctly. If you spam into a Maxi and summon a Blader, you're gonna get Veiler. Something bad's gonna happen. And hands down, the literal best card. The literal best card in the extra deck, who I summoned I think 5 times throughout the course of the tournament, Colossal Fighter. Like, Colossal Fighter is actually just super resilient. That is the best quality of this card. If they don't have a Hull, a Lightning Vortex, or a Blaster, they need to extend into a Maxi to get rid of it. And, like, it sticks forever. And he's also a deck deviant and Eradicator target, so I got a lot of value out of that, too.
Super versatile, yeah.
Yeah, so Colossal Fighter was amazing. I had a feature match where guy had 2 blasters, his own Colossal, and I made a Big Eye targeting his Colossal. He ditched the last card in his hand, which was a Veiler, and I chained Book. I took his Colossal, and then I summoned a Blaster, and I put 84 on the board. And, like, he's sitting there, he's trying to, like, figure out what the fuck just happened. And I'm pretty sure he tried to, like, say that I already used Blaster that turn, but I was able to backpedal the whole turn and, like, prove that I didn't.
He made his own Colossal that turn, too.
So yeah, so I was able to...
Colossal.
I brought back my Colossal 2 times through those Blasters, and then the other Colossal and mine and the Blaster put on 84. So this card is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Alright, so, well, thank you guys for the profile. Any shout-outs you want to give?
I just want to give a shout-out to my boy, the Bass Lolly.
Yeah, dog.
Love this guy, and I also want to give a shout-out to all my teammates on Team SX, and especially my family at the Brady Bunch.
At the Brady Bunch. Awesome. Alright, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the profile. Thumbs it up. Thank you for watching.